Sunday, everyone. So wait till YouTube tells me I'm live. I'm Melody. This is Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. And it's Sunday night already. And look at what I brought in. Hello, Shelly and Anthony. How are you? Happy Sunday. I made a bunch of them yesterday. 42. I ate 2. I think he said he had 2, so we're missing 4. So yeah, hi, how are you? How was your weekend? Hello, Suzanne. How are you? Happy Sunday. Welcome in. Living Faith Homestead. Good evening. Happy Sunday. So yeah, I was going to hold these up as my picture for tonight. But in case you didn't see, I made 42 of these double chocolate zucchini muffins that I kid you not taste like a moist ooey gooey brownie. You could never tell there's zucchini in there. Addicting. Welcome in, Living by Faith. How are you? Happy Sunday. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm still waiting for it to tell me that I'm live. Oh my goodness. Welcome in, everyone. I'll wait for some people to get in. Glad to see you, Suzanne. How are you doing, darling? Busy one? I hear you. There's just so much to do. I have a major oopsie. I'll call it a rookie mistake, which it's not. Can I blame it on Debbie, who was supposed to be here because she wanted to help me and learn how to do fermented cabbage? And I went out today and one of my cabbage heads are split. So I'm like, oh, gosh, I'm ticked. Kitchen shenanigans. Hey, girl. Don't mind, I got cut by a razor. Can't say and watch. I'm at work. Just wanted to pop in and say hi while I have a second. Girl, I just watched your food haul. And listen, let the haters be haters. Love you to pieces, Shannon. What else did I want to tell you? Oh, Shannon, can you send me an email or text on where to find the fast forward button on that? I'm still using that free app you told me about for editing. I don't know how to fast forward it. So, love you, girl. Miss you. I know you're at work. You're such a hard-working mama. But don't let the haters get to you. Make sure everyone goes over and checks out my friend, Shannon from Kitchen Shenanigans. Hello, Mr. Paul Honeyman. And maybe you can pop in on a Sunday when you don't have work, love. Look who it is, Paul. It's Shannon. Oh, I've missed her. I go in and I watch all of her food hauls. She was a little upset by some haters acting like she feeds her kids nothing but fast food and bad food. You know what? You do you, boo. But love you. Hello, Garden State so-and-so, which is Robin, everyone. Say hello. Hello, Paul. Love you big. I'm off Wednesday, so I will screen record it for you and send it to you. Okay, email or like Instagram. Shannon, you have no idea how much I miss you, girl. It's one of the realest chicks right there. Like we always said, right, Shannon? She may not be your cup of tea. She might. But there's her channel link. Go over and check her out. Show her love. Tell her that Melody sent you. And yeah, love you to pieces. Be safe for the rest of work. And maybe we'll chit chat on Wednesday. And everyone, my shout out tonight is going to be Robin at Garden State So-and-so. So it's SOWSEW. We've been on the phone a lot this week, but for all good reasons. Lovely woman. And yeah, so go hit her up, even if you're watching this back. Make sure you go to Kitchen Shenanigans and just check out everybody that's got a channel over here. Let's see. And don't forget Living by Faith Homestead. Okay. I guess This is Sunday Nights Live. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Hope you had a blessed weekend. I was undecided about my picture, so I held up my bucket. I have so many things to do, but this was the next haul. I don't know how to explain it. It's a little bit behind, but we have all these goodies Mel's got to take care of, and I can't fit another zucchini on the basket. I think Debbie asked me if that was my first run with zucchinis, and it's not. It's like my third. But the real big 8-pounder is what I made these out of. Right here, these delicious puppies. I forgot that I used to make these when my boys were in middle school for like the bake sales. And the teachers used to be like, Mrs. Rose, you don't have to wait till a bake sale. You can send them in anytime. And when I made them yesterday, I was like, I killed it. Because honest to goodness, look, it's moist, delicious, and it tastes like an ooey gooey chocolate brownie. So you'll never know there's zucchini in that. That's what I used the 8-pounder for. I ended up changing my mind and doing a double batch. And I changed my mind on initial ingredients. I was saying at the beginning, I would like to confirm this. I had separate things set off to the side to make original just zucchini muffins. And, yeah, I guess somebody missed that at the beginning of the video yesterday. Whole other story. But hello, everyone. Hello. And I know my video was late. Never say thank you, Robin. You're good. Should have put a pic of your butt up and said tonight starts your OnlyFans fan club. Mal laughed out loud. Could you imagine? Oh my goodness, I would lose subscribers. Suzanne laughs at him. He's a hot mess. Everyone say hello to the two amazing moderators that are in here. We usually have Voon, but she's just been really busy with extra hours at work. She's my very dear friend and my first original moderator. So we're going to post her link out. We do it every Sunday. Maybe she'll pop in, maybe she won't. It's just the way that it goes these days with Voon. So Robin says they look delicious. Thank you. Hello, Miss Tina Ladybug. Hey there, Melody and everyone. How are you? I hope you're good. Never had zucchini muffins, but I just gained 50 pounds looking at that pic, Mel. I was asking Robin, what do you think the picture should be tonight? She said your muffins. Hello, Mr. Joe Morgan. Happy Sunday. And I was like, well, what if they slide off the paper plate? I did take a picture of doing it, Maybe I'll change it after the fact, but if you had smell-o-vision, and I said to her, this is dangerous, having these in here with me, because then I'll end up breaking one open and eating it and eating a glass of milk, and then have chocolate all over. But I will break one open so you could see. But if you've never had them, go over and check out the video. I couldn't get it posted until like 8 something last night because I'm just swamped. My camera's swamped. It was like deleting off caches to try to get one more video out there. So a little bit of a slacker this week, but I think I have a good reason. Without going into any grave detail. Let's just say it this way. I've been trying to help a friend out for the week who is, which I'm familiar with. I'm just going to say very little without disclosing her information. A lot of loss back to back, severe anxiety and panic. And no, I don't have the panic part anymore, but very lovely. And yeah, so that's my reason why I think there was only 3 videos out this week. I know what that feels like when something's going on and, you can't get anyone to pick up the phone, we'll say, or, so I just had this funny feeling and I was right. So I'm doing my godly deed and helping someone out, and I'm okay with that. But a great big shout out to Paul Honeyman, Suzanne. Thank you, moderators. That is the awesome moderator that is busy with work is Voonchild. And there's her link. I think she just put a video out today. And a proper hello to Mr. Joe Morgan, my brother from a different mother. How are you, my friend? Mel, sometimes real life gets to kick our butts and we can't do YouTube. We understand that, sweetie. Okay, because my intentions were well, and I would say on the phone, like, I got to get a video out. But then, you know, um, when someone needs me or needs someone, that goes to the back burner. And I'm sure someone would do that for me. So it's kind of like a 50-50 right now, you know? Um, but yeah, lovely. Absolutely lovely person. And yeah, so that's that. But maybe I'll be a little bit better this week. It'll be the chickens tomorrow. So let's start off with the factor. I felt that I understand that more than most with my last 4 weeks. But, you know, Paul, you had to get well. Yeah, look at the size of this jalapeno pepper. It's just starting to turn colors. So I'm in a little bit of a dilemma. I have a bowl. Debbie loaned me her metal bowl that has tomatoes that are in it that's ready. I did it. Thomas is back. I asked, you know, Gene said wait for him to come home and see what he wants you to do with some of the stuff. Salsa, just not real spicy, so fresh, not for preserving. And then bruschetta. We would just need the bread. So I can do that. We'll see if I can get that done tomorrow. And I'm sick of looking at it. I mean, me personally. So um, I'm trying to wait to have a good, decent amount of tomatoes. And I think I'm just going to do maybe part diced and part sauce. And then maybe I'll buy sausage and make meatballs and just do a really like nice Sunday dinner. It's kind of my game plan. And the zucchinis are work. It's work. And I have a lot. This is my third basket. So I grated the 8-pounder to do the double chocolate muffins and just kind of gave up on trying to look for my other ones and then found these in my tote downstairs. So yeah, but they're delish. I kid you not. Solves your chocolate craving. And then I was just like, wow, I can't believe I waited all these years to remake them again. That's silly. They just are so delectable. Believe me, you. Hello, Miss Andale. How are you, darling? Yeah, we also have Miss Andale who will come over here and she will moderate, but she's a little bit bigger now, so you know she usually lurks and listens. But I'm sure if I needed her to moderate, she would come in and help out. She used to before, so great big shout out to the Lands of Plenty. That's the name of her garden. My lovely southern friend. Love her to pieces. And yeah. So, I promised Debbie 10 of these muffins. And I have to give Jay a few. And then some for fresh eating. I wanted to put some up in the freezer just to have because they can freeze. I wasn't really sure. I thought it said a month. But no, you can freeze them. If you double bag them, freeze them, they'll last even longer. But you can actually put some of these in the freezer. Now, could I make another batch? I could, but then that's going to hold up all these things I got to get to. Like tomorrow's the day. I actually told Robin to put a stick up my butt, and I'll put a stick up her butt so we could get some things done tomorrow. Because it's just been, you know, a lot. And then I went over to my Mel. If you shove a muffin on each butt cheek, you'd probably double the size of your booty. If I could stop sweating in this humidity, that would be fantastic. But I'm sure I'm losing some just nerves, something, personal things going on with me personally. And then the humidity, it's like I legitimately don't think I've ever complained this much about the humidity. I think my new word of the week or 2 weeks has been everything's got awful. The heat's got awful. You know, I keep it real over here. The humidity's got awful. That's what it's been like. Can you still use a cabbage that cracks? Yeah, Robin knows. I'm a little mad. Um, I've been keeping an eye on it, and this is why I can't wait for people to decide what they want me to do with certain things. I'm just gonna have to take the initiative and just do it. Um, and on a few videos, you probably heard me say like, "Oh, I'm a little scared to check the cabbages." Well, today one cracked. Um, that's usually it's done. You didn't get to it right away. It also is absolutely contributed to the heat and then rain. If you missed it, my green stalk, fell over. What are you gonna do? Um, it's moved in the back because they're getting the deck done, so that's nice. I was sorry to see your green stalk blew over. You and me both, but you know what? Storms never bothered me until I was down Jimmy's and living next to the river. Kid you not. Hello, Jay. Mel's muffin is delectable. Well, thank you, kind sir. I appreciate it. And I'll put some off to the side for you. Everyone say hello to Jay, who rarely ever speaks in here, but Jay is also the one that got me the two. Oh boy, I'm going to screw up right now. The Glacier Blue leaf green stalks. So one's up. I didn't put the other one up because that's enough. The one has cucumbers all in it, and cross your fingers, it works out. I do see a little yellowing on, I think, one of them. But some would be better than none. So I can make some refrigerated pickles. Maybe to get through the rest of August and September if they want to do barbecues. That's what I was thinking. And then, yeah, so Jay will be getting some. I think Debbie, I texted her yesterday. I think it came out to like 42. I ate 2. Thomas said 2 because I asked him if he tried it. And he said, yeah, they were good. Jean's going to take a few into her work tomorrow, which I'm fine with that. Just as long as, there's a few left over. But here, you want to see what it looks like on the inside? We might as well just get this out of the way because here, let me stand up. I didn't really want to bring muffins in here because they're just too good. And they're moist and delicious. And it's going to stick to my hands. Like, look at that. It's like an ooey gooey chewy brownie. And they're so moist that that's what happens. Which is not what I wanted to do. Was be licking my clean hands to get the chocolate off, but be prepared. Have napkins around when you try these bad boys. Let's see. Everyone's saying hello to Jay. I seen the picture of your green stalk, Mel, and thought, what the hell does this woman have to go through to catch a break? So sorry. Well, back to that. So I was here, and like I said, storms don't really freak me out. Lightning will freak me out, but I'm from the mountains, and if you live up there full time, you'll understand. Trees go down all the time. What I'm thinking is, I thought I saw the wind just kind of move it a little bit, and the pavers, which that's all being redone. That's not what did it to me. I was starting to make pierogies, and something told me that I looked out the corner of my eye, and I saw the top of jeans fly like a frisbee. I did, go grab it to bring it a little bit closer, but it was still on the side. I did go out that night, bring things closer, and try to salvage. I mean, honestly, there's no damage to the green stalk. And the wheels were locked. That's why I made sure I emphasized that. I feel like from what I witnessed, it got dark so quick and it came from behind the chicken coop right on in on an angle. So even if the green stalk shifted slightly on the paver with locked wheels, that wind was no joke. I mean, that's just life, and unfortunate, but it all needed to be moved anyway. They're all put in the back. I just have to make sure I can get to my beans to harvest them. They're in the back because I said this before. They're getting their deck expanded. Hopefully that's the proper way of saying it. So they needed to be moved out of the way. And thank God I didn't have to lift it because I was out there getting rained on. Like, I can't just let it lay on there. So, yeah, I've lost some things. Um, the only thing that really bothered me is because everyone knows that's the big experiment. Why is this open? That's the big experiment for this year. I had a lot of people ask me to do it, push it to its limits, put a lot of plants in it. And I did, and I don't recommend big tomato plants. I will say that a million times. I mean, I am going to give a year in review, but right now it's back in the shade. Pepper plants, they're still there. The top of it's not put on. I had to harvest some kale. That's strange. Now it's telling me I'm live. And because plants, so not the end of the world. Salvaged the plants that I could. I fixed 2 of my herbs on the bottom. I still think there's 3 empty cups. I just got to get to it. And then I thought maybe some fall things. I was thinking ahead of the game. Pak choi, which is like a lettuce, because Jean likes salads. I did that for that reason. Or broccoli as some fall things that can go into hers or the other one. So I'll give a review, like my honest review at the very end. Let's just hope I can get to the rest of it before the end, because we're nearing down the end of the summer. It's not over yet, but we'll see what happens. So thank you, everyone. It was shocking to see the way that tumbled, but I think I was more shocked that Jeans and called her on the phone. She was running back here in the storm. But yeah, so I went out there at night, used my flashlight and tried to pick up the pieces the best I could. Trellis was broken from those winds. And yeah, but the overall green stalk survived. Thank God. I guess for the amount of money you pay, it should not crack. It should hold up. So let's see. I seen the picture of the green stalk down mountain. Thought, yeah, because I wanted to reread that. So Paul says, I seen the picture of your green stalk down melon. Thought, what the hell does this woman have to go through to catch a break? So sorry. It's okay, Paul. Thank you. Suzanne says, they look yummy. Buffering, I know. I don't know why it just told me I was live twice. I'm really sorry about that. Must be a solar flare or something. Ed has issues with his live stream too. He did, really? Did we lose anybody? Robin, you on here? Oh, hopefully it didn't knock people off, because that's a little weird. So if you can see me and hear me fine, let me know. Say 26 minutes in. She says she's still here. Anybody else? Did we lose anyone else? Hopefully not. I did think that was weird. The YouTube. Suzanne's still here. Okay. Yeah, it went live like a little late, and then it paused and it said you're live again. So that's what that buffering was. Really apologize for that. So anyway, I figured a few of the cups that are empty could just slap something in there that's fall related. Because it's really hard to get good, decent broccoli in the heat. I'm not going to do any cauliflower. I was thinking like greens. I think I did spinach again. This time some pak choi or bok choy, however you want to pronounce it. Some extra parsley. I was really hoping my cilantro, my little baby cilantro plant, because, it doesn't hold up in heat, and I started another one. It's in the green stalk. I was hoping that didn't get smashed, because when the tomatoes are coming in, you want the cilantro to come in so that you can make salsa. So that's that. Should I try to share this out? I think last time I tried to do this, it didn't give me the YouTube button last week, if anybody remembers that. Nope, it's not there again. What is going on with YouTube? They moved it, so I can't share this out if anybody else has the They can share it out. That'd be great. I think we lost someone. Let me see. I'm assuming Jay's still here. Maybe watching. If he is, he could give a thumbs up. Say Mel's muffin is delectable. Living Faith Homestead. Are you still here? Did we lose them? I want cilantro seed. Mine is flowering. Is it? Well, that just ends up being what? Coriander? Mine never even got that big because it was just so hot. Okay, you're here. We didn't lose it. Okay, good. Just checking. Because it's only the beginning of the live for it to buffer twice saying, you're live now. YouTube was a little bit late. So, yeah, how is everyone's gardens doing? What's happening? It's like you got to be bundled. Socks up to your kneecaps, sweatpants, a hoodie to go out there and harvest because the mosquitoes are, they're still at it. My feet were getting bit earlier today to the point where it was like my ankles were getting bit to the point where it started burning. And I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'll go out properly. Well, it's not really properly dressed. I mean, I'll be losing like 3 pounds under all that sweat and trying to get things out of the garden. I dug some potatoes and had a couple with dinner. Yum. Oh, nice. Did you get a lot? I have to come over, Suzanne. Um, are you letting some dry? Like I have onions to get out. I have cabbage to get out. Not really worried about the Walla Walla onions. They're not really meant for long-term storage. But because I didn't do onions, because I initially had no idea I was going to be gardening here, I purchased those. They were just a little itty bitty blade of grass and put them in. The ones in the back are the Copenhagen. I'm not going to sweat it. I told Robin I'm not going to let it get to me, but as a gardener, it's getting to me. That cracked. And I texted Debbie and I was like, can't wait for you any longer. The cabbage cracked. Well, it's split. So I'm going to cut that part off, feed it to the chickens, and maybe use the rest of that for, well, I don't know. I mean, I like it. It's fried cabbage, onions over egg noodles. It's so good. Plus, it's good for lunch the next day. Could do that. Um, Definitely want to do some fermented sauerkraut because that's the best thing for your overall health and your gut. Definitely have to do that. And then I was thinking Golumpkis were a really big success here. So um, I would get some ground meat, pork. I mean, you can just use all ground meat. Usually when I make my meatballs, it's beef. Let me see. Pork, beef, and I think it is. I don't know. I make them the authentic way. But you can add that in there as well. We had a month of drought this spring, Mel, that hurt my harvest, but still very glad to get some potatoes. It's a blessing. Like it is hard when you're out there and you're putting the time, the energy to work into it. You're not just walking away from it. You're weeding it. You're protecting it from the gazillion bugs. And you're not Mother Nature. Just like I didn't freak about the green stalk. I think I freaked about jeans flying off because it literally flew like a frisbee, and I was like, it's getting bad over here. And the top of your green stalk blew off. So that was sucky, to be honest. Once mine fell over, I just knew the storm was bad and just thought to myself, I'll deal with it when I can deal with it. Just hope to God my plants aren't broken. So 2 pepper plants broke and 2 tomato plants. I think that was about it. I don't know. I ended up, I think, with 5 empty cups, I think. So what are you going to do? Like I said, not Mother Nature. Yeah, that sounds yummy, Suzanne. So glad you were able to get something from your garden, Suzanne. I agree. I agree because Suzanne works hard, She's moderating She's working on a garden. Um, and it's nice when you can pick out your own food and know where it came from and know it's not sprayed with anything. Been trying to find a salsa recipe without hot peppers. I can't tolerate heat. They don't really like heat here, but you don't have to use like this size. I'm just giving you a pointer. This one's big. Um, you could do like a quarter piece, or you could go in even with some green peppers and act like that is like a jalapeno. I mean, if you can't tolerate it at all, but a little tiny bit is good for you because there's a chemical within the hot peppers. I don't like anything too hot. I don't mind some spice. I don't like it really, really hot. More like a mild. Um, but it's good for you. Keeps you healthy. Ask me how I know. Um, well, from getting sick. It comes from the pepper seed oil, I think they say it is. So, and last week I showed the fire cider, two of them. I haven't checked them in a couple days, to really be honest with you. Between editing and this was a hard one, trying to make my brain remember my muffins. Um, and then I was going to do regular zucchini muffins. It's not like I'm hurting for zucchini. If everybody really, really likes these, I can probably always make a batch. It is requiring mini chocolate chips, but I didn't have any. Like, you're supposed to put the mini chocolate chips on the top, but if you want to be fancy like that, go for it. I did the right amount of chocolate chips in the inside, and I don't know if you know that trick. Mix them with flour so they don't sink to the bottom, but they're delicious. But I'm not really trying to go backwards and make something else when I have other things to do. I just finished salsa sent to me from Lisa at Lazy Days. Oh, you did? And was a really mild sausage. She did a video on making it. Yeah, I think it has a little jalapeno in it, but if you take out the rib in the jalapeno and get out all the seeds, wear gloves if you're not familiar with it, or wash them immediately and don't touch your eyes or anything like that. But when you get that out, you're taking away like 90% of the heat. So you could do like a quarter piece, just finely dice it, mince it even, and that should be just perfect. You won't, get like a ton of heat. You could do chunky salsa with a little bit of jalapeno. You could go in with green peppers. But if you can't have any of it at all for medical reasons, then just omit it. You got a jar. Here's the link for Lisa's salsa. There it is, everyone. You can go check it out. I think I made salsa, but probably at the beginning of YouTube days. So I would probably obviously have to make more. I made a quick little batch of what I call, because my father-in-law used to do it. Me and my ex-husband would eat it as a snack. Yeah, Mel, I got a care package from Jesse and Lisa while I was ill. Oh, that's so sweet, Paul. What was I going to say? Oh, I made a little dish of what I call Italian tomato salad. It's just whatever colors you have coming in. I put some Dr. Wynn cheese in there, some Better Boy, I think a couple of aromas. Vajanagoy is the other word for basil, in case you didn't know that. Balsamic vinegar, 100% pure olive oil, some pepper, and I sliced up a little bit of pepper. And it's just fresh and easy, and I don't know, just easy to eat. It's really refreshing. So we had that on the side with dinner last night. Not as sweet as the Buc-ee's nuggets and jams I got from her. I'm sure. Well, that was nice. She sent you that. You should send me your address sometime. I can't stand it. I shouldn't have done this. I brought these in here because then I'm going to need a glass of milk. But Okay. Can't do it because then I won't be able to talk. So say something else, Paul. See, Robin, I knew that was going to be a bad idea. I don't have any willpower. A few of the chocolate chips went to the bottom and then some are in the middle, but it's not the end of the world. I pray that goes straight to your mouth. I'm trying. Definitely have a cup of milk ready when you're going to eat them. I would highly recommend them. Bucky's nuggets are awesome and very bad for your health with all that sugar. Laugh out loud. I never had them, so I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. So, what has to be done this week? Just told you to. Make up a fresh batch of salsa. Super mild for them. I'm not going to make the bruschetta until there's bread. Because then you slice the bread and then you toast it. And you have a warm piece of garlic and you go over the top of the bread and put the bruschetta on the top. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Some tomatoes in the freezer. I feel like the other bucket, I should probably put them in so I don't feel so crunched, and then I could just make a big thing of gravy and some diced I want to do. But I have to get to a lot of eggplant. I mean, well, yeah, I have some eggplants, not a ton, but I feel like the bush beans were a little off this year. Every year something's off. Pepper plants, mine are all the way up to here. They're a little bit smaller, but they're producing peppers. I think it's the year of zucchinis and I guess maybe some tomatoes. I felt that I had 4 different flavors to try. Sea salted caramel is my favorite, followed by the cinnamon sweet. Laugh out loud. Oh my goodness. One of their lives, they do a lot of giveaways. I know who they are from like Shedward times, I think it was. I don't even get alerts anymore for certain channels. Today I was trying to do, hello G Mama Grows, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Was just, I don't know if you saw the video, but was just showing the double chocolate zucchini muffins. Definitely tastes like an ooey gooey brownie. But how are you? Long time no see. I swear, I think I'm going to need some milk. These are dangerous. Everyone, welcome in G Mama Grows. It's been a hot minute. How's it going? Plus, this will be my snack tonight. Okay. Alternate with Scott from Rambling with the Brums. Okay. I'm going to have to figure out, sorry, I'm going to have to figure out why I'm getting no notifications unless somebody wants to hit me up and let me know that they're live, then I'll go over. Is that Living by Fat or Living by Fate Homestead? What is that? Ah, gotcha. Sorry. Looking delicious. I'm allergic to chocolate though. Ooh, that's a killer one, really? Wow. That's a tough one. Faith. But you can get other zucchinis. You can just, I am fat, laugh out loud. What? Sure, you're beautiful. Women need to stop being so hard on themselves. Not that I don't do it too, but I do mine for the polar opposite. You know? I think I had my list, so I could tell you. So July 18th. So July 18th, I planted, I think, all those cucumbers for the new tower. I think I did some more kale, broccoli, maybe some cabbages. No cauliflower, I'm not doing that. The pak choi. I did do more dill and cilantro. I did do that. And the collards and the mustard greens. I did do that because that goes really good with pork. I fat, I'm cuddly. Right. Seriously. Paul's so smooth. So yeah, if you're coming in or going out, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. If you're watching it back, thank you so much. I'm swimming in zucchinis, swimming in them. And this is just one of many. You can kind of see in there. Kellogg's breakfast. I actually forgot that I gave Debbie a Kellogg's breakfast tomato plant because, you know, she says that she learned so much off of me. So I gave her, pulled it like right out of the thing. I gave her a Kellogg's breakfast tomato and I gave her a giant rainbow tomato, and she sent me a picture of them. They're really big and they're green. They look good. I'm wishing Debbie a lot of success. This is probably the most amount of effort she's put into gardening, and I'm super proud of her. So yeah, proud of anyone that can grow something. So did you hear the new thing? It's not really new. Nice veggies. Thank you, G Mama Grows. Have you heard the new thing? It's the lab meat. You know, come on, let's go there with this conversation. And they're growing in a lab. It's fake meat. Don't forget showing the chocolate brownies on your G girl. Use eggplants. Fell out. Yeah, I have this one should probably be dealt with immediately, but I can just chop this. Great job, Debbie. Yeah, I could chop this one. These two I was figuring, I don't know if he's ever did this, but just take the top off, peel it, and then go in like 4 rows and then across. You can quick pan sear it without having to worry about dipping it to make eggplant parm. Fry it up in a little olive oil, take it out right before it gets too dark. Put it on a paper towel to drain while you get together some tomatoes. I don't know if you want some peppers. I don't know what you put in your spaghetti. And you get all that going. And this goes back in at the last couple of minutes. Pour it over your pasta. Madon, it's so good. Robin is doing, what is it? Help me out, Robin. Homestead Heart did chili less the meat. So before we go into that any further, so here's the deal. Lab raised meat, it's no secret. It's everywhere unless you're living under a rock. And the meat that's being, injected. Okay. So someone that I know, I saw them on Instagram, said if you want to know if your meat is of that nature, because think about this, your meat is usually put on styrofoam and then it's covered in saran wrap. I mean, I know, I worked in a grocery store for a long time. They went in with a magnet and the magnet stuck. There you have it. Yes, Homestead Heart. Yeah, she made it with no meat. The only thing I pan sear is meat for meals. Today's chicken for my chicken curry. Ooh, I like the curry. I don't like it too much of the curry. Homestead Heart recipe for eggplant chili. Was that the one? I thought it was zucchini, wasn't it? Well, anyway, Robin made her recipe and said it was really good. Correctamundo? Great channel. She also pulled up the Oreos now that say it has the, give me a second. No eggplant. Zucchini. I thought so. Yes, it was delicious. She says that would be Robin, Garden State so-and-so. So more nutritional chili for you, and you would never know it doesn't have meat in it. Bioengineered, which is all those chemicals. I watched this doctor that said, read the ingredients on your food. Don't act oblivious because you're consuming that kind of stuff. And I'm disappointed in that it's in Oreos because I like making that Oreo pie. And I probably will one more time. but I'm not eating any of that type of stuff. So anyway, this doctor was going on. So was Homestead Heart, and said, think about it. If you're overlooking it like it doesn't exist, you're just contributing to your own health problems. Whether it's 6 months, a year to 2 years, you're going to be sick. And I did some research on that too, and that's not real pleasant. So just read your meat. It sounds weird. Take a magnet into the store. If the magnet sticks, it's in there. If it doesn't stick, it's not in there. So yeah. It was eggplant, tomatoes, peppers, onions, garlic, and spices. Sounds yummy, doesn't it? That's what. Thank you, Paul. Yes, the Homestead Heart eggplant chili. I thought for a minute she was saying it was zucchini, but I've seen people put zucchini in sauce, I call it gravy to bulk it up. Um, and you can put in a lot of things. I think Becky just did. I don't know why Molly's down here barking. Becky did zucchini pancakes and said they were out of this world. So, you need lots of ideas when you're having lots of zucchinis. So the older ones, I think they're not old like they're bad, but I'm going to slice them up. I think he likes to grill them. So that would work. You can always put them in the freezer and always just pull them out too later. And then the fresher ones to use for all different types of other things. But I've seen people put it in gravy, chili, grated, of course, and you don't even know it's in there. It just bulks the product up so you get more to eat. That's sad how they're putting all that crap and everything. Yeah, I feel like, is anybody paying attention to it besides listen, there's a lot of people paying attention to it. But then there's people in the real world that aren't paying attention to that. And when I saw that magnet deal and it stuck, I was just like, oh. So I don't know. Organic, of course, is a little bit more money. Grass-fed, grass-finished, of course, but it's so much better for you. But I would still magnet that too, I used the zucchini as my spaghetti zoodles. Yeah, I was going to do that one year, but I didn't. Rocks Over Country Road Cure did a lot of zucchini bread and cookies this year, Mel. Yeah, because I think it's the year of zucchinis. I just really do. The cookies, Oh, so I want to put this out here today because if you come up with an idea and you're not quick and swift on working and getting the video done, they are called zucchini balls. You heard it here first. I'm making them before someone snags it. I won't mention any names and puts it on our channel. But it is like an Italian meatball. And you dip it in marinara sauce. Oh my gosh, I looked it up. It's not my recipe. And I think that's one savory thing. So it literally is like a meatball. You can put them in the oven to crisp them up. You can put them in the air fryer, crisp them up. But that had like a 5-star review on that. And that is called zucchini balls. So I'm definitely going to make that. I also bought the 2 things, but I just haven't gotten to it. This needs to be taken care of first. Like all this stuff now has to be taken care of first. What was it? Energy balls? Protein balls. I think it has protein in it, but they're like a nutritional energy bar. So when you're starting to feel tired in the middle of the day, it's like chia seeds and something else. I've been meaning to put that video out for the last 3 months, but it's gardening time and you know how that goes. So I do have that recipe. So I was thinking I would do my zucchini fritters. I did make a couple. Gene and Thomas liked it. And that was just winging it. They weren't really like super crispy or anything. So I was thinking doing the zucchini fritters. I could bring that, the zucchini balls, which is phenomenal. Breadcrumbs, eggs, and you're making it, meatball style. And it says it's amazing dipped in marinara. And I thought, let's not waste this zucchini. and see how many batches I can get out of that. And then they can have some in the freezer to just pull out. I mean, I think if it wasn't even stated that it's not in there, you would never know. So, very curious about that. Someone else, I don't know if it was Robin or maybe Debbie that said, "What is zucchini bowls?" And I told her, "Oh no, it was Pam. I got to talk to Pam." And she said, "Girl, you should have learned by now when you come up with ideas, somebody sucks it up." So it is being advertised on this live tonight. So let's see if I can get to it on. Oh, I don't know. Because I just don't know. Maybe sometime this week. I would like to subject myself to Tuesday, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. So yeah. But they sound good. I just want, but the cookies, I'd like to see that recipe, Paul Honeyman. Hello, Mona. How are you? Happy Sunday. How's the gardening going? Thank you, Suzanne. Um, let's see. That sounds good. I'd love to try the zucchini bowls. Yeah, me too. I'm interested in trying that because they won't be wet. You're squeezing the liquid out and it makes it like a meatball. So, if you're vegetarian, I guess that would be great. If you want to kind of eat meat but then not eat meat, that's probably a great way to go. I don't know. I haven't had them yet, but I'll be sure to bring them to the channel. I'll try one. Like I bent down with these. I didn't have the tripod up high enough. I was just in a shirt, comfy pajama pants. It's too stinking hot. And I thought, let me get these done. And then I bent down to be like, did they taste so good? But you didn't even see me. My angles are off completely. I feel rusty. Okay, now I'm saying nothing. I'm behaving tonight. You girls and your zucchini bowls. Paul, don't knock some bowls until you try them. Let's see. It's okay being it's hot here. Yeah, I'm feeling you. I just said that a few minutes ago. I've been going around saying it's got awful. It's got awful. It's the humidity. It's got awful. So, okay, so the first bit of bad news is that cabbage split. The second bad news is I've done the Epsom salt soak on my chicken's foot. It's not helping it. So I have to get out this week and do the Kappa bleach. To a bucket of water, try to clean her foot. I mean, I stuck her in the Epsom salt and she was perfectly fine. Like I was holding her wings right in the bucket. She was fine. And then I kind of went like this with her and she seemed like she enjoyed it thoroughly. So I do have to get the spray off of the thing because the wrap wasn't available and I don't want her picking at it. So it's a spray. You just put it on and it's an antibiotic and in place of like a bandage or band-aid. So I don't know. I mean, I can try again tomorrow. I don't have a whole lot of Epsom salt left. I'm letting the chicken use my Epsom salt for my foot, my Achilles heel. But she didn't squawk. She didn't complain at all. She seemed like she liked it. But I'll take a look at her foot tomorrow and see how it looks. It may help with high cholesterol. What will? Oh, the zucchini bowls. Oh, it says it helps with lots of things. Actually, this is all Robin's fault tonight here. This Mel's gonna have to be rude and get up and get a glass of milk. Let me see if I push them all the way down there if I can stop touching them. So good. Much better yesterday, but they're still good. You know everything's good as soon as it comes out of the oven. So that's that news. Just wanted to let you know I did try the Epsom salt. She didn't squawk. She didn't complain. And I'll try it again tomorrow. If it doesn't work, then I will have to get the spray that's like an antibiotic and a Band-Aid all in one. And get that over and done with because I don't really want to talk about it anymore. I just want to fix her foot. So yeah, Laura has what, 70 or 75 chickens? I was like, holy cow. Um, I did text her one night when I couldn't sleep, but it wasn't really late. And look, I'm back at this again. This is horrifying. I texted her like the way she texts me, girl, you awake? I didn't hear anything back, so it must be a busy week because there's someone back to school and all. And then she'll probably yell at me like, why didn't you call the house phone? So I want to make sure my girl's good. And that's just what she did. But she said you're free to do whatever you want to do. You're laughing because of these muffins? I knew this was going to happen, Robin. Okay, so I made an oopsie when I did the video yesterday. I forgot to put the ingredients down in the description box. I will write that out tomorrow. So if you're looking for these ingredients, they will be down under the show notes, the description. Because I thought I started off doing a single batch and then changed it, and I didn't want it to confuse anyone. So they're amazing. And then the next one I'm going to do is just going to be regular zucchini muffins so that it's more breakfast, maybe late lunch, you know what I mean? If I miss breakfast. So I'm going to do some regular zucchini muffins there too. If these are a total hit, I'll make another batch. As long as I have oil. I might have to get on the bag of sugar, but you know, the bacon uses up a lot of baked goods. But yeah, I would make these again. So most definitely we'll put the recipe down in the description box under these muffins. I posted it late. I sincerely apologize. I think it went up at 8:30. But not too shabby. Yeah, I think last I looked, it was at 54 views. People need to, please, people, folks, my friends, you need to smash the thumbs up button. One of the videos has like, what did I say it was like 100 and something, and only has 4 thumbs up. People just forget to hit the thumbs up button, but it helps the channel out a lot. But I think the zucchini muffins, even though they went up so late, was at like 54 views, so that's not too bad. And where is KP Heathen? I just saw he posted something, but he's not in here tonight. So if you had to say what is the most prolific thing that's coming out of your garden right now, what would it be? Robin, Mona, anybody that's grown a garden? I saw that, Paul. I only see the 7 thumbs up, not the 8. So name your number one thing that you think is uber prolific out of your garden this year. Telling you, I need milk. I hate walking away, being ignorant. I think when it flashed like that twice, you saw, it dropped people right out. Oh, awesome, Suzanne. I'm just going to say Faith Homestead. Sweet 100 tomatoes. I don't think I tried that kind. Are they good? But congratulations on that. Robin says tomatoes and peppers are about equal. I'm glad y'all are getting these cucumbers. I would say we probably got 12 at the beginning. And the plant got the yellow spots. And then it was like dead a couple days later. I'm still trying to figure out what the yellow spots are. My squash and okra. Well, I don't grow okra. I didn't grow it here. Had to come some today. Okay. Our Life Off Grid. Hello, where have you been? Happy Sunday. Our Life Off Grid, you won the pack of seeds, right, for the jelly beans? Because I tried to get a hold of you a few times. It came back, probably due to me. My fault. I think the address is wrong. Please email me the address again. I know it's later in the season, but I want to make sure you got it because everybody else received their seeds. I think, no, everybody wrote me. Tiger and everybody got their seeds. And I want to make sure you at least have it because you want it fair and square. And, or P.O. box. So I can get that out this week. And then at least maybe you'll have it for next year if it's the Mediterranean mix, right? But happy Sunday. Damn it, Mel, you keep eating them, and I'm going to eat a bowl. I can't help it. Delicious. Really? I need to get my hand on some of those seeds. Living by Faith Homestead, because I've never tried them. I've heard of them, and I planted a lot of tomatoes in my other garden. I think like 300 tomato plants. Sweet 100 tomatoes. They sound good. Delicious. Everyone's saying hello. No, it is probably because seeds can't cross our borders between. Is that what it is? No. Well, wait, where are you at again? Isn't it Canada? Correct me if I'm wrong. This isn't going to taste good after that. I need milk. I knew it. So that was right. So it's just a pack of seeds and an envelope. I mean, I think there was 2 stamps on the package. Not legal, Mel, although people hide seeds and cards and letters. Huh, can I try that? How do you feel if I was to open up the actual, it's a Mediterranean mix, open it up and yeah, maybe just put them in the singles and then flatten it. Should I do that, or do you have another way I can go about this? Because that's not fair that you want to get yours. You were the closest to the jelly beans and it came back to me like 3 times. And I forgot about that. Canada's borders. Well, that stinks. I didn't want you to think I forgot about you, but I haven't seen you in a hot minute, so I couldn't tell you what was going on. So Suzanne says, not legal, Mel, although people hide seeds and cards and letters. Wonder if I could do that. Well, it's up to our cabin life off grid on what they want me to do. Because that's the one that I'm left with. And yeah, that's not fair, you know? So make a suggestion what I could do, our life off grid. You need a special certificate to send seeds across the border. Really? How do I get the certificate? Yes, Mel, it stinks like a good fart after egg. Oh my gosh, Paul. How about we gift them to someone else in the USA? I have orders coming back that I'm trying to send down with soaps and food in them. Oh, I would love to try some soaps. Really? Oh, that's not fair though. So that was the reason. I'm so sorry that happened. Someone else in the USA. I have orders coming back that I'm trying to send down with soaps and food in it to them down here. Really? Oh my goodness gracious. Time to shine homestead. Hello, happy Sunday. Welcome in. Our life off grid. That makes me feel terrible. They're yours. They're yours. The only thing I can say while I pour a glass of milk is if that's how you want to handle it, I understand. But you get to pick whoever you want the seeds to go to. So if you have a specific channel or people that you really, really like, just let me know. And it's the government system. I understand. I'm bummed, but I understand. I'm good. How are you? Wow, that was a blur. I'm very good. How are you? The muffins that I made that are on the channel, I just ate one and now I knew I shouldn't have brought them in here, and now I need to get a glass of milk. But how you been? Everything good? Okay, so, but welcome in. Time to shine homestead. Happy Sunday. Good to see you in here. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. So our life off grid, It's a pity that the U.S. government aren't as strict with their southern borders. That's true. Okay, but it's their choice. So I'm going to walk away for just a second, get some milk. Our Life Off Grid, whoever you want them to go to, the channel, tell the moderators or type it in and we'll make sure that happens. Yeah, hard to live here in Canada right now. Oh no, fill me in. Give me 1 second. Um, I have to go get a glass of milk from those muffins because I'm telling you, I don't think the other three are going to last. Hold on, folks. So pick a channel. I am back. I'm telling you. Oh, I was trying to shut that as quiet as possible. I had a feeling I was going to need milk and should have done it at the beginning of this and did not. Um, so what's going on, Time is John Homestead? Am I missing something? Because I usually read all the time. To is something else I hear. Well, I do know that. Canadian Uncle Joe. Our gardens are amazing. You should check our gigantic zucchini plants. Friends, everyone, please come by. It's very interesting. Absolutely. Is there a title to the video? Because the moderators could post a link. Oh, dang right. Sparkle. Socks. Ah. Sparkle, Mr. Sparkle Socks. That was, North. My buddy North Shore used to say that all the time. Oh, man. That's true, Suzanne. When they stole the election. That's true, but they want to accuse somebody as getting charged for that for saying it was stolen. So weird. Living by faith. How about you? Do you need some seeds? Sean, I missed a lot for sure, Mo. Oh, I'm right there with you. Our Life Off Grid. It's a tough one. It was so tough that I did tell everyone I wasn't ready to put a video out on my relationship that I had with North, and I still can't. I absolutely cannot, and I will not cry tonight. But memories popped up, and he was in there. Mm. You know, I told you we were really, really close, and we'd talk on the phone, and he interviewed me. We would talk at night, and but you know what? Though he's not in pain anymore. But the rest of us that are here, it's like hard to be without him because he was one of a kind. Always hold your brothers and sisters up, and that's a fact. So love them to pieces and miss them. Yes, so Living by Faith Homestead, our Life Off Grid was the closest number to the jelly beans. And I had to get a few little extra stamps. It just keeps coming back, and now I understand why. So they won them, and if they want to offer them to you, and moderators can put up my email address, just email me. It is the Mediterranean, you know, like the bigger envelope, Mediterranean mix. I think it's like 3-4 packs of seeds in there because they won the jelly beans, which was fun. And then Jean got to eat them all. So I'm sorry about that. Our Life Off Grid sucks, but Living by Faith Homestead, the moderators will put my email address. Send me an email with your address and I'll get it out to you. Some to Time to Shine. Good. And everyone, go over and subscribe to Time to Shine. This is how I've been explaining the lives lately. I've come to terms with this. This is considered off season because everybody that does get out of the garden or done doing whatever they're doing aren't in bed. And, I mean, even if they have work, but a lot of people I know, they're like still going at night. I mean, I would be, but I'm in Jean's house and she has to sleep and get up for work. But a lot of people are processing at night to try to get all these things coming in done and pressure canning or water bath canning. So I get it. It's gardening season and a lot of things are coming in and a lot of things need to be dealt with and handled. And that's why it is the way that it is. And that's why the numbers are always different, like later on. So got to take that into consideration. Okay, there's Time to Shine harvesting video. Thank you for that. I want to see it. Are you still gardening, dear? You are amazing. So I am here with Jean, who told me I could garden, so I'm gardening. And it's just been the humidity here has been god awful. So yeah, and some of our storms. I think the first couple didn't really wreck anything. It broke a sunflower in a matter of 2 seconds. But then her top of her green stalk flew off and then my whole green stalk flew down. But that video is on my channel. You can take a look at that. Salvaged it. The green stalk took no damage but lost like 5 plants, I think it was. Anyway, what can you do, right? Sometimes these storms just sneak up on you. But yeah, blessed to be able to garden. And really thankful for all the support that I get here on YouTube, for sure. Paul the Honeyman just posted my email address. It's okay. We have plenty of seeds here. We give away a lot. Yeah, but I like to keep my word. You know how that goes. Okay, it will come from Stereo's email. Okay, that's fine. Our life, thank you for the blessing. It is a blessing, isn't it? We've had 2 weeks of rain here finally and still not stopping. Some people were saying that, even different parts, where I forget where Eka's from, and Eka was saying it was raining for like a month. So that's a little bit brutal. I don't think we're in a drought. It's just if that humidity would stop, I'd be okay. But I'm getting older now. Doctor's orders. You could be outside if it's hot, but if it's ozone, unsafe ozone or something to do with the breathing. I can't think word for word because I'm a little bit tired, but I try. I'll go from like here to there and I'm like winded and I'm just like, I can't do this. It literally makes me sick. I think that's what put me down for like a week where I was saying I'm in a funk. And now I have major catch up to do on lots of things, whether it's to harvest, more harvest. Want to make sure the things that I'm doing with the stuff everyone can enjoy. So yeah. Do you remember where Eka's from, Suzanne or Paul? Been rainy here lately too. At least we're not in a drought. That's true. That is true. I wonder what winter's going to be like. I've been having some flare-ups lately. I did go to my daughter's. My son Johnny picked me up earlier than I expected. I guess he was able to get out of work early. That was really nice. It was Gavin's 17th birthday, so lots of thumbs up and, for Gavin's 17th birthday. And I figured he and I weren't going to stay that long, and we did. Gavin's girlfriend's cute. Gavin's 6'3" or whatever. I think I had it mixed up where I thought Gavin was having the dinner. No, Amanda did the birthday dinner for Jim. And Gavin, she left Gavin pick whatever he wanted. But she ordered like a bunch of different Sicilian pizzas and all the fixings to go with it. It was quite lovely. My granddaughter is like this little like hand on the hip type of thing. And, just thoroughly enjoyed myself hanging out with Johnny and Gavin and Adeline and Amanda. Amanda's grown up a lot. Her house is so nice. And so I stayed to help her clean up. But we just kind of stayed longer because the Phillies were on. We got to sing happy birthday, and he got a lot of good, awesome stuff. So um, Gavin's nickname to me ever since he was a baby, because I was in the delivery room, as I said, you'll always be my little love bug. His smile is great. He is getting crow's lines because he smiles like his mom. But yeah, he's going to be a senior this year, and then he's going to go off to college, I think in Florida. But Amanda kind of, I don't want to say she wants to follow him, but um, she is afraid, and she will say it because the world's crazy about sending her child for the first time out of a state without at least a custodian parent somewhere nearby. Because at first I thought she was being obsessive about it, but she's not. I talked to her about it, and I said, "You're going to suffocate the kid." She's like, "Mom, he's not." So I understand that. And she's really, really worried about his safety. So that's different. Some people are better parents than other parents. I don't know what to say to that. I didn't follow Johnny to South Carolina. I knew Johnny could hold his own. Gavin's a little bit more, well, he's a kicker for a football team. He's on the bowling team. He's on a lot of teams. But he's been to South Carolina. He's been to Florida when he was younger with Amanda. He just doesn't really remember like the 10, 15 times they were in Florida. But this would be like around the Tampa area for him to live by himself, and she doesn't think that's safe. She wants to be not on top of them, but at least a good 35, 45 minutes in case there's an emergency. And I can understand that now. I didn't understand it at first, but um, yes, that was very nice. Our life off grid messages. I couldn't get through to notify you. Like, I'm not flaking out about your seeds. They just keep coming back to me. Now I know why. Paul said we had rain for 3 days last week nonstop, and it stopped for a great weekend of sunshine. That's awesome. Mel, remember who? Huh? Time to shine. I'm going to try and send you some seeds. Well, yeah, you can do that because these are both in Canada. Robin says, happy birthday, Gavin. Yes, absolutely. It was lovely. Glad Gavin is doing so well. Yep, I miss Sunny Towers over me now, Suzanne. And I'm what, 5'8.5"? And Gavin, I think, is 6'3". So he likes to dress really well. He's in no trouble. He's really good. It could have been. Oh my gosh, Paul, is she okay? That's painful. Oh my goodness gracious. I hope she's okay. Lots of prayers for your daughter. That's what I just said. Oh my God, Paul, so sorry to hear that. Paul, we have had so much rain here. Our roads, bridges, etc. are all washing out. People's homes are flooding. It's bad up here. And what is he doing about it? Trudeau, nothing? Like absolutely nothing? Is it said Luana or Maui Luana? Well, how about that? That's going on. No one believes for a hot second that that was done by a tornado. They think it was done intentionally because they've been trying to get the people to sell there. And if you really find the video of it, there's a couple ships on the water that are burnt. Like, I mean, that whole area was burnt. They sincerely need help. And they're saying like Oprah Winfrey has a home there, all these other people. But because they didn't want to sell and somebody wants to buy out the land, they think that was intentionally done. And if that was, I just hope God strikes some, because that is terrible. There's so many weird things going on. It's horrible. And it's horrible to destroy such beautiful land like that. She's like her dad. And she finally got a night's sleep last night. Oh, that's good. My one dog is crying. Her life alert sounds even worse than here. Seems like a new flood watch every week lately. Thank you, Suzanne. I agree. Prayers for your daughter to heal. Yep. Lots of prayers. Trudeau's a clown, and if Canada was getting hit with a tsunami, he would have a cup of tea. Yeah, that is kind of true. Not kind of, it is true. We have to go fishing a lot to stock up for winter for food. Wow. Wow. It's crazy. I think I watched Little Mountain Ranch, which is, I don't know what section of Canada that she's in, but she said that she drove 3 hours, her and her husband, to go to, I think it's Little Mountain Ranch. She's lovely. They went to a Costco. She does buy bigger bulk. You'd be foolish not to. Um, she said it was $900, but that was mild compared to what it would usually be. So she thought it wasn't too much of a herder. We're in the northern hemisphere of Ontario, Canada. Yeah, so needless to say, she was like 3 hours to try to get some things to stock up on, but not everybody has that. You have to fish and all. I just don't believe some people think it's this bad in the world. They're just used to the grocery store. You can go in and buy a pack of meat, not worry about what the ingredients are, and that's sad because what they're injecting in that is going to end up killing you. I'd rather not eat a speck of it. But in the same token, in all fairness, um, I did do a lot of preparing, and I at least know the meats that I bought or what I've gotten at Sam's is safe. The meats that I came here with absolutely were done before the inflation and everything. We have to do whatever we can to stock up. Yeah, but some people don't believe that, Suzanne. There's still people. Oh, I don't remember what it was on. It was on somewhere. They're like, oh, you're crazies, for stocking up and everything. And now that person that said it might it be to Patera's channel, is just like, I'm panicking and don't know what to do. It's like, I was preparing for this meat thing, food thing. What was that? So 2 years, 2.5 years. So, you put the work and the time into it. And I went back to uh, like scratch cooking some years ago. Um, I don't, I don't know. You just have to read everything. So, for an example, my Jarrett was asking me to find on beefaroni in Sam's. Haven't found it, but I found SpaghettiOs and meatballs. And I told him I got him a case, and he's like, "Oh, but don't you want any?" No, not really. I don't eat them. And then he just kept going on. So I took 6 of the cans out. I'm not eating them. I'll give them to him later. But like I said to him, now he has a different job and he's working and he says he eats there every day. It's organic and all vegetables, farm to table type of thing. I can't remember the name of it. But he's getting those other 6 cans because I'm not touching that. Like I did a comparison on, let me think, Prego Alfredo sauce, and then is it Barilla? I think it's Barilla. It's the Italian name. One has the big block in the middle. It says all these bad things are inside that, which is, I can't even believe that. Which, I mean, it is easy to make, but it's in that brand, but it's not in the other brand. So, whatever. I think it's Bertoli. Maybe it's the brand that I get. It's not in there. I'm reading all labels now on anything that I purchase. I'm not getting anything that has that square block on the back and says all that stuff, you know. Hello, Mr. Joe Serrano. How are you? Vandal the Land. Well, well, well. Let me go back a second. I'm behaving tonight, Vandal. He is a little bit. Hello, Melody, babe. Better late than never. How's the weather over there? Humid, but fine. We had maybe 2 rainstorms, but one was the winds. You already saw the tower flew over. We finally got rain every day of last week except Friday. Wow, really? Well, that's good because you needed it. So here we go. Paul Funnyman, as Vandal says. Let's make a bet. Is Vandal in Walmart right now or no? Everyone's saying hello, Vandal. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. It is awesome time to shine. And thumbs up number 9. I'm seeing 13 and 10 thumbs up. It just 40 pounds. Ah, time to shine. That's great. Absolutely great. You do know to let them, like, even the little bit of onions that are in the garden, you don't put in a direct sun. Just like on a piece of a cardboard box, single layer, let them dry out, leave the dirt outside, and then bring them in. I'm sure you know how to do potatoes. But no, you might have been number 10, Vandal. I see 10 on my side. But glad to see you in here. Glad to see Joe Serrano. Paul thinks he's behaving tonight. He kind of is. East Coast, right on the ocean here. I want to go back. Midwest, the weather is too funny here on the East Coast. Really? It's probably very unpredictable, I'm sure. Yo, 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 Joe. Okay, we used to live in the East Coast a long time ago, too. And the weather is very bad near the ocean. Yeah, it'd be like near like a spring or like a river if you needed to purify water. Um, they are saying this is not going to get any better. So, you know. Oh, let's see. Must be taking a pit stop at Walmart. That's what I said. I'm so sorry, Paul. Many prayers for your daughter. Oh, that's so sweet, Robin. Laugh out loud, Mel. Let's see. Thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. It's time to shine, Homestead. Yeah, it's just 9 on my end. Well, it's 10 on my end, babe. Paul Funny Man, I thought he was the honey man. Ladies love him on account. He's so sweet. He is very sweet. You just said Joe so and so? Because Robin's channel is no, it's a woman, Robin. Her channel is Garden State So and So, like SOW and SEW. So Robin, this is Vandal the Land. Vandal, say hello to Robin. She's only right over the bridge. Comedic pair with Mel one night, and he's called me funny man since. He really has. He really has. My Serrano pepper doesn't look like it's doing good, even though I bought that late. Something's going on out there. Best of both worlds, you girls, like a man that can make them laugh and be sweet. Yeah, I mean, why not? Who wants a miserable guy, right? Let alone he's my friend, he's a great moderator. And yeah, I'm thankful that he takes the time out of the bigger channels to come over to mine. But when I posted that, what was that, like a week ago? 2,000 subscribers? It's 2,200. And I think as of yesterday was like, I don't know, Robin, I might need a refresher. 2,233, I think I saw last. So I don't even look at the numbers anymore because it's just moving on up. Single, I meant to stay that way. I hear you. Oh, he gave the peace fingers, the heart to Robin, and it's spelled Robyn. But lovely, lovely, lovely she is. Go check out her channel. Please subscribe. You know, she wants to do a YouTube channel, and, you know, we're here to support her. Vandal says, I'm single and not meant to stay that way. Paul thinks he's meant to stay that way. So, I don't know. So, Vandal, how's the chickens doing? Any gardening? How's things going? How's those pups? Do you still have them all? Folks. How's it spelled, Robin? Robyn. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Paul. Very lovely. She could use all of us to boost her up and encourage her to keep going when it comes to YouTube. Smaller channel. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And that's how we roll over here. And then if Mel really likes you, shout you out all the time. But she shouted me out in one of her videos, which I thought was really sweet. I don't remember the name of it. She has cattle panels with tomatoes, and she was picking them all, and she just sideswiped me and gave me a shout out on her video. So that was really, really sweet. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. And this has got to go to the chickens. So yeah. We just stopped in to say hello to everyone. God bless. Y'all have a wonderful night. Time to Shine Homestead. You too. Thank you so much for coming in. It was really good to hear from you again. Stay safe. Keep your head up high. Do the best you can do. And you know what? Keep going. Keep preparing. Keep prepping. Keep putting jars up. You know, harvest it all. But love yous. Have a great, safe week. Hopefully we'll see you again next Sunday. Stay safe. What is this? I got slapped the last time I tried to boost a woman up. Laugh out loud. She didn't ask me to. Paul, not that boost, you goof. 1 pup, soon to be no pups. I had 30, then only 7. But I'm getting my flock built back up to 20 now. Yeah, I would say, you know, unless you're getting Pyrenees that will look after animals, I would go for the chicken flock and build them up for sure. But thank you again. Time to shine. Much love, dear. God bless you. Oh, same to you. Love you to pieces. Dirty chickens, not puppies. The puppy killed. I know, I remember. That's what I'm saying. Enough of that and build up the flock. You know? Okay, let me see. Okay, so living by faith is saying night all. So I don't know, leaving or saying goodnight to. So have a great week. Okay. Thank you, Living by Faith Homestead. Awesome that you were in here. And yeah, as soon as I get that email, I will get you out their seeds. And you can use it next season for a Mediterranean garden. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I will double check. But yeah, definitely send me an email and I'll get that out to you. So what a lovely gift. Obviously, with all that trouble and you can't get over the border, that was nice. You happen to be in here at the right time, the right place. But thank you for coming in. Have a blessed week, and hopefully we'll see you next Sunday. And I'm at the bottom. Not too shabby. Tonight's live's gone by pretty quickly, my friends. So yeah, thank you, Living by Faith Homestead. Greatly appreciate it. And lots to do. About to have a bunch of black cherry tomatoes come off. Oh, nice. Very, very nice. I've been craving watermelon. So I don't know, maybe Wednesday I'll get out. I wanna get creamer. I usually will grab 2 creamers because I don't go out to the stores all the time. I don't like that anyway, so I'll get 2. And I gotta get some more Dunkin' Donuts coffee grounds. What would we do if that runs out? But anyway, and I've been really in the mood for a really good watermelon because of Robin eating a watermelon. Yes, Mel, at the bottom, and still got 24 minutes to go. But we are banging this one out tonight, Paul. We don't have to stay on the whole time. I wanted to give this a shout out again while I have it out before I pack it up. Them damn stink bugs, yeah. They did get the other tomatoes. Yeah, that's not good. I didn't see those. I was seeing the, the zucchini bug. But I wanted to put this out here again with everything that's going on. Paul can write it out, or Suzanne can do it. It's I'll give you the website again. It's definitely worth having in your repertoire, I will tell you that. It's www.sustainableseeds.com. So you remember the first year of Jimmy's and My Gardener, this, and Callax, I think is how it's spelled. Let me see. Callax Garden. If you have it, can afford it, get this and hold on to this with, you know, the things that are going on. This one here, over 22,000 seeds, which will grow 1,300 pounds of food, non-GMO, non-hybrid. And I'm trying to see where the date is again. Well, let me turn this way to the light, might help. 5 to 7 years on this bag, my friends. So, okay. Trust me when I tell you, these seeds here withstood, what was that? I always mix them up. Hurricanes, we had 8 in Bensalem. It stood up. Not one of those plants broke. Right here. And My Gardener seeds. And then this is Callax Garden Vegetables, seed types. Let's see. So in this one, there's 42. So it comes out to 15,000 seeds, non-GMO, and they're open pollinated. This was my point. I wanted to say this tonight. No pollination needed. No pollination needed. Feel me? And then this is good until, let's see, if this is kept in a dark place. Now I've had it out because I keep wanting to emphasize on this, you know, ask for it for Christmas. I don't know, go online, see if you can get it now, because then it's put off to the side and you have a piece of food security. This one here says for up to 25 years from the packaging date, and this was September 22nd, 2022. Okay, so this one will last 25 years. The packs are a little bit smaller. I don't even have this open, and I'm not going to open it now, but they're full packs. These are good. They're just in the clear. And this one is good for 5 to 7 years longevity, as long as you keep it in a dry, cool place. So, hello Ed's Crazy Adventure. So don't forget, get them now before something else happens. And this is the other one, in case the moderators want to see it. Let's see if they have a website. This one I did open, so I can show you. Like you'll have peppers. I want to see the... Oh, and this one also comes with a book to tell you everything. What was I going the heck in here for? I just lost my train of thought. I mean, it's loaded in here with top priority seeds. Okay, my friends? And you also get a book that tells you everything. So this one, you would go to... It says you can go to Callax Garden, but I'm looking for like a www. I think I found this on Amazon. Let me just double check. Callax Garden Vegetables. And that's what this one says. Open pollinated, non-hybrid. So anybody watching the back, Amazon. This was actually from the Sustainable Seed Company, Bug Out Seed Bag Complete Heirloom Survival Garden. So if God forbid all the bees, butterflies, and everything was to die, you don't need anything to grow food. So something, and it gives you a whole list of everything that's in the bag with a thank you. So this one will get resealed up, and this will still be good for a really long time. So just keep that in mind. As the season starts winding down, I'm not saying this to be mean. Baker Creek is a little expensive for me. Love MI Gardner seeds, and I didn't use any of these seeds here. I just can only say from experience, you can go to um, the folder. Let me think again. What the heck did I join the first year that garden was built that I should have never have done? With Willa Grow in them. Shed Wars. Take a look at the gardens under the folder in Shed Wars and see the size of those tomato plants and pepper plants. And they were done at my gardener and these two seed companies. And with the world being crazy and more shortages, this, that, and the third, or, you know, the things that they're putting in the food, which is going to kill you anyway. I mean, you either have to give up eating meat or go around the store with a magnet and just try to put up as much as you can. Don't forget to make your fire cider for the winter. The two are still sitting, so now that I think that's my second week, I have to shake it. But it's better off to let it go for 2-3 months. Then you drain the goodness out. If you like hot sauce, feel free. You could turn it into like a fermented hot sauce. It'll be really, really good for you. If you're not into spice, don't even bother. And then when this is done and it gets strained, what I forgot to do last season because of the Mad Dash run to move out of there was to use raw unfiltered honey and put it in there, and it takes that extra little bite away. But it's like, you know, for your immune system, if you're feeling sick, even if you're starting to feel a little run down, it's good for you, and that's why I continue to make it. So I wanted to make sure I didn't forget about those again. And Ed, I wasn't ignoring you, buddy. You need to hit me up, though. True statement right there. It's been hard gardening everywhere. There's Ed's link. Getting your myrtle berry cactus seeds together. Ooh, drying the berries first, then once they're dry, I'll send them to your address in PA. Also want to send you a snapshot of them. Okay, that sounds good, Joe. One dog's bugging. Thanks for posting the bug out seed bag. I just think it's important, and a bunch of wild tree berries. Forgot about those. Got them early spring. Okay. Farm seed can. I bought it before the price went up. Been good so far. Good, Suzanne. I can only speak for what I used, and being economically affordable, this would make a great gift too. If one of your kids want to say like, hey, Mom, what do you want? Right there. You're actually the smart one, the prepared one. Being prepared is being prepared in a lot of different ways, and that's this right here. So that's the last time you're going to see this over here, because I want to get this packed up and get it put away in my survival bag. So I have a little bit more work to do on my SUV. Let me explain. I have a bug out bag out there that has things you would never think I would have had, but she's all knew me before here, going in the woods and all that jazz. That stuff don't bother me. So I have that type of equipment. I need to get into storage because I need to get my Coleman out of there, and I think I have 4 or 5 tanks in there, and a coffee pot. So I want to do that, and then I still have the hatch to finish up. What I was trying to explain, not to you guys, but it was that Mad Dash run, and the hatch was like filled to the gills. And then I started cleaning the rest of my SUV, but I'm trying to not have to have 2 totes in there, but I want to see if I can get 1 tote to fit down at the bottom of the floor. And then some, what are they called? Organizers for the back of the hatch. My hatch like has a 10 in it. My hatch has a bug out bag. I'm just trying to see if I can make this 1 tote sit on the bottom. Debbie has a specific tote she uses for like flour and stuff and That would probably fit better, but I'm trying to get that hatch done so I can vacuum out the whole vehicle, and whatever else is left in there that I don't want to be in there will go to storage. So yeah, that's that. And what else? Um, Kefir grain. They have like the organic kefir. Now I drank kefir. It's an acquired taste. It's like a drinkable yogurt, but it has kefir grain in it. It's fermented. I've gotten it a few times. I didn't really care for the blueberry, but the strawberry and the peach was pretty good. But I want to try to look for the raw kefir um, to have that. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good, but that's another big thing for your immune system is the kefir grain. Kombucha, obviously, would be a number two, you know. And then if you have cabbages growing, make sure you do some sauerkraut. Patera just posted a video. That's a little strange. That's late for Patera. Let's see. Excited for that, Joe Serrano. Let's see. Me too, always next year. Yep. We'll see how I do with my cabbage and carrots. Still a second growing season. That's true. A lot of people don't think that. They just think there's a summer garden, like spring, summer. But technically now you should be putting in some fall things. Carrots are good. Broccoli would be good. Some cabbages, did I say that? Broccoli. Some of your herbs would be really good. Like parsley, cilantro, you know, whatever. I'm not touching any more basil. I was so on top of that basil, that whole row, and pruning it and putting it in a dehydrator. It would be done and still look green in like 20 minutes in that dehydrator. That was pretty good this year. But I'm not pruning it anymore because ding, 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 light bulb went off that I wanted to make some pesto. It can go down in Debbie's freezer in the little jars. You could do it that way, or you could do it Ziploc baggies. But that is so good in the dead of winter time. So good. And I was like, oh shoot, I didn't make any pesto at all. Oh, what can I tell you? Lots to do, and you know, you can only do so much. Let's see. Yes, that would be the global gardening community, formerly known as Shed Wars. That would be it. Many years ago, I tried growing cabbage, but the worms were the ones that benefited. But in the heat of the summer, it probably would have bolted. The cabbage wouldn't bolt. You're really supposed to put it in March. I didn't even get it until May. And I just had one split. And it's split because the humidity here and then the storm came in and I didn't take notice of it. So it's split. It's not the end of the world. You can just cut that piece off, feed it to your chickens, and then make some sauerkraut out of it. Some fermented sauerkraut, which is supposed to be something you would eat on the side with your food, whether it's steak or chicken or whatever. Doesn't have to just be with hot dogs or kibasi or pork roll. I mean, people do like gallons and gallons of that because, well, at first I didn't understand it, so I did the research, and then once I tasted, I was like, oh my gosh. And I never complained of my stomach hurting, honest to goodness, when I was eating it. I have a little bit of a sensitive stomach, and it has the probiotics and everything that you're supposed to have in your stomach, you know. That's the same with the kefir, you know, the kefir green, but it's in like a yogurt form, drinkable. Try to look for the one that says raw kefir. That's the best one. Let's see. Yeah, the little homey apple tree had nothing this year. Probably next year. It's like that sometimes. Sometimes you could theoretically be grown in your location, but it might not be worth the trouble. Yep, all depends. Yeah, I do cabbage and carrots and lettuce in the fall. You still have a chance to do some bush beans. Jimmy had them on the outside of his house till he changed the light bulbs. You can get kefir cat. Yeah, Suzanne, did you see that? And then you're basically just put a strainer You can get a soft cheese out of your kefir grains. You just put it in milk, or you can make it into yogurt. Simple Living Alaska, they make like a soft cheese out of it. They do use it, because it's a probiotic and it's really good for you. They'll use it in some baked goods. But very quickly, I think I'm going to try to step outside my comfort zone. I've never made it before. I'm going to look at one more video when I go to process all these zucchinis. I did say, because I didn't get to it, that I wanted to make the mock pineapple. Jean picked up the pineapple juice for me. I gave her the money for it, and I just want to make sure. I think the hillbilly one that Suzanne suggested, she said take the skin off, or once it's processed, it could taste rubbery. And then I wanted to look into, well, what do they use it for? And I thought, well, that's ingenious. They use it in like all sorts of things, cobblers, pies, cupcakes. I mean, you know. I think somebody told me on Instagram they could just eat it right out of the jar. She said you could never tell it's zucchini when it tastes like pineapple. So that would be that hillbilly channel. I want to go look at the 1870s homestead and look at their mock pineapple before I go and make it. I'm still going to keep going and growing. It doesn't always come out 100% success, but you can't give up. Amen, my brother, because that's exactly what I preach all the time, don't I? I'm a gardener, 35 years, and I'm like, oh, a cabbage split. Okay, it's not the end of the world. That part I'll cut off. Maybe it's because I'm looking at it, it's like it's one less cabbage to ferment. I don't know. But the Hungarian dish is what my girlfriend's grandmama always called it, where it's fried onion, fried cabbage, like garlic, and you just pour it over egg noodles. And my daughter is right. It's so good to like the next day and the next day. So you have to make a big batch of it. But that would be plenty of leftovers. But I'm not sure if they would like that. I'd have to ask. But I mean, even for something for lunch, it's really, really good. It's very, very tasty. So I figured maybe the other half of that, you know. But I'm also the person that likes cabbage. I'm the person that likes Brussels sprouts and all that jazz. So, yeah, you just, I don't know. You have to just watch for some things, like do your homework. I saw a thing that says there's going to be another lockdown. So, don't know. Um, all brassicas, yep. And you can also do, I started Butter Crunch lettuce because I didn't get to do that for Jean because it was like later in the season. But some butter crunch lettuce and romaine. I definitely started that. Some parsley, pak choy, however you want to say it. I did that. I did say broccoli, and I think maybe just a couple of red cabbages because that has a lot more antioxidants in it, and that's about it. I will do some carrots if she wants them. Um, but yeah, just because, you hear like, oh, well, summer's almost over. It's like, not really. You really technically have what till like your first frost of wherever you live. But that could give you the rest of August, September, October to, get maybe some things you didn't get to sit down and enjoy. Um, but these things went in late spring. I mean, later than spring, I would say. So maybe some fresh broccoli instead of having to freeze it or blanch it. Just eat it fresh, get all those vitamins in you, and enjoy it without having to sweat to death. You know what I'm saying? Land took 3 tries to get any pepper plants this year. And you know what, Suzanne? You did it. You did it. I've yet to do research on jackfruit trees out of curiosity. I planted some seeds from a piece of fruit I bought. One survived and didn't even see it flower. And being 3 foot tall, it has little fruit. Isn't that something, Joe Serrano? I had some other best looking parsley and green leaf lettuce. Oh, yeah, and mustard greens and collards. I forgot to tell you that. Parsley and green leaf lettuce over winter. The contrast to greens was phenomenal. Everybody says as soon as it gets like a little bit cooler, just tastes so much better too. Let's see. It's very awesome, Joe. Do I need to type it all out? So she says, okay, Vandal. It's crazy with all the emojis. 3 foot tall jackfruit seedling from a tree that grows some of the biggest fruit on earth, but saw a video of one about 5 foot tall with a gigantic jackfruit over on Wendy Fan's YouTube. Oh, interesting. What are those things? I'm trying to find. Is it goji berries? Need to find those. And there's something that's new that's going on. They look like blueberries, but they're not. And when I screenshotted the picture from my end, it's backwards and I can't flip it around. But it looks like they put ice in a glass and they look like they're putting these some type of berries. They're like darker. And they're adding it into their iced coffee. I don't know. I'm going to have to do more research and figure out what that is. It's supposed to be really nutritional, even though you're putting a little coffee in it. But it looks like, I don't know, like a dark berry. But me, I'm trying to find the goji berries. They're like the red, like addicting, really high in antioxidants and all that good jazz. After a while, it will start hurting your jaw. But that's what I need to find. And I have to get some elderberry, the vitamins, the ones that I swear by, the immunity ones. I think I only have 2 left. And I took them from day 1 of you know what, and have been fine. I eat everything, so do I. The only thing I don't like is honeydew and cantaloupe and butter pecan ice cream. We had this conversation before. Thank you, Paul. There's the video that Joe Serrano was mentioning. Thank you, Paul, for that. If you eat everything, Vindel, you should try the corn smut. It is so good. Some of the stuff he comes up with I haven't even heard. Is that corn apple? I can't. We used to use a hot mess. How about stinky fried pig or chicken blood? Ugh, so crazy. Okay, so on that note, even like preserving videos I did, I don't know, every day I'm almost tempted to not do a Monday cuteness overload tomorrow, but the people love the chickens. So I'll do what I was thinking about doing, I said this to Robin earlier, is just standing the tripod up on the thing and maybe you can just watch them walk around, chirp, do all that stuff. And that might be it for the chicken Monday cuteness overload. I don't know. We'll see what kind of mood I'm in because Mondays are hard. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I may even have to put a video out on Sunday. I can't make any more videos. I'm going to try to do my best because I still didn't get a zip thing for my phone and I still need the other thing for my laptop. But I did a lot of work on my laptop. So, shoot, I forgot to put this back. So yeah, I am going to be editing and processing all week and harvesting out of the garden and trying to make some yummy food that everyone here will like. Let me see. So yummy food here that everyone will like. Lots of processing to get it out of the way. I can't even stand to look at it. And harvest things out there and just as I'm making a video, like I obviously did the muffins and then went right in and deleted it out. But I mean, when I did those 2 canning sessions and that one day and I fried up bacon that I bought and pork sausage for like on top of the pizza doughs is what I was thinking, and a little bit of breakfast sausage. I have all that to get out. So if it's something that's going on right there that minute, it will be current. If it's anything to do with pressure canning, because I literally just turned the oven on the other day and over a month and a half, it's just too hot for that. I wasn't even feeling it. I was standing there hot and it took me hours to get the muffins done because, you know, when you're doing a video, it just takes longer. So bear with me on the videos. I do have August's garden tour to show. So yeah, just bear with me. The videos will be there. I will make sure, you know, within my time of something that I'm working on to, I mean, even though it's getting more views, I still think it's better to put one out every day for me for right now to get it all off the phone. The word of mouth is, if you want people to really know who you are, you work and you put a video out every day. Because then they get more familiar with you. I only think I did 3 videos this week, and that's because I was just really busy. Really busy working on that laptop, editing, and trying to help a friend out. So on that note, I didn't hold this up at the beginning, but I'm going to hold this up at the end. Thank you, moderators, because we're running over. Go in and take a look at the video. I was a little bit talking like this quiet because I didn't want to be rude. I think he might have been taking a nap in the living room. So yeah, it's worth it if you have all that zucchini coming in, and it's pretty easy. Just a few ingredients, and yeah. So I will see you throughout the week. Do the best you can with your gardens. You know, normally you can pull that cabbage out and stick in the refrigerator. I can't do that here. So that's why Debbie wanted to learn how to ferment. We were just going to do it outside, and bingo bango would have been done. She's late. So, needless to say, love Debbie to pieces, but okay, that's it for this Sunday night. Thank you. And thank you to everyone that watches this back. I greatly appreciate it. One last thing is it's getting good views, very good views on the videos, but like 4 thumbs up. It really, really will help me out. Watching the video, sharing the video, and smashing that thumbs up button. Absolutely love you all. And I'll see you throughout the week. Great job, moderators. Good to see you all. Vandal the Land, Robin, Joe Serrano, Paul Honeyman, Suzanne. Love you all. And I will see you next Sunday. Bye, everyone. Have a safe week. Look at these delectable things. I'm trying to get it close. Bye, friends.